Hello, so this is going to be a quick video on, let me just clear that exact. It's going to be a quick video on how to do the matrix text, which are like animated across your models and stuff like that. And yeah, let's get straight into it. I've already made 2 videos of this. The first one, no audio, and the second one had bugs, errors on my part. So I'm going to select it from the glow material pack, collection, sorry, like this. That's not collection, what am I trying to say? Category, that's the one. And we've got this here. If I press space bar, it will play that animation. You can see it's kind of rapid as fuck. So I go to my animator panel, and I'm going to set frames is how many images per material you get. So if you do the color, just the color alone, then if I set this to 15 frames, then you'll get 15 co-images like this. So that'll be 15 images. If I do that, that'll be another 15 images, so 30 images, the SMDI, and so on. And you want this one and emissions, really, if you want the text to glow at nighttime. If you don't want text to glow at nighttime, you don't have to worry about that. So we've got 15 frames, and if I press space now, it still looks a bit stuttery. So I'll drag this frames FPS down like this to about 6 frames per second, and it still looks a bit weird. So you want to set this frame count on the node to whatever this is, so it's 15. So I'll put 15 in there. It should look a lot smoother and fluid, the animation. For example, if I put 30 on here and change that to 30 as well, but turn the FPS up a little bit so you can see. Okay, so it's more fluid, the animation. But I don't want 30 images, I'm going to do 15. And I'll do this 15 frames per second and set that to 15 as well. No, that's too fast. Oh, that's not the FPS, sorry, that's frame count. I need to set that to 15 because I've got 15 frames. Let's just go through these. 6, too slow. I think that's a good speed there. So I've got 8 FPS, 15 frames. So you would want this gun, ideally, the texture to go across the gun, like fully. So to do that, I'm going to delete this coordinate thing here, press delete on it, Shift A, search for UV. So I press Shift A and then I click search and then type in UV. And from this, I'm going to select the UV map. Like so. So there's a texture coordinate for that one. That's like the main gun. I'm going to try and change the rotation on this. Not Z rotation. Y rotation. Nope. X rotation. Okay, maybe it was a Z rotation. I'm just being stupid. Yeah, it is. So I'll change that to -90. It should go down the barrel of the gun for a starter. Quite nicely, yeah. That's like all the way around it as well. That's good. So then I'm going to separate this gun now into different parts. So I'm going to press first, before I do it though, actually, I'm going to click on this upside down green triangle thing. Click on UV maps, and I'm going to duplicate the original one. I'm going to call this one Matrix. So I know, and I'm going to click on this camera icon on the side of it, so I know we're working with this one. And let's change this back to Matrix, like so, because we're using this Matrix UV map. So now if I go to UV editing and change this material mode up here to something we can preview like this. Let's say I wanted to start on this top part here. I'll press L on it. Oh, I selected the wrong part there. I'm also not in the plane mode. I want to select planes. So press L on there, L on that one. So I'm selecting these parts as one. L. Almost all of them selected then. It's a bit there as well. Is that a bit in there? I can't freaking tell. It's weirdly cut out, but I'll take it. L. There you go. So this is that part of the gun now. So I can select all this. If I rotate it, you'll see that it rotates it, but it's going the wrong way. So I want to rotate it this way. That's not straight at all. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the text on this to see which direction it's going. And I'm going to move it across. And if I press S and scale it bigger, you'll see the text gets smaller on that part. like that, you see. So that's kind of straight. I'm kind of happy with that. So I'm just going to leave that exactly where it is there. And let's grab another part. So I'm going to press L on this one. Looks like it's all one part, which is perfect. And again, select this. Rotate it all the way around by the looks of it to get it that way. And change the scale to make it bigger. Let's chuck it in the middle somewhere like this. So as you can see, the texture is kind of going the right way now on them parts. Let's do... Oh, the buttstock actually itself is looking pretty decent already. It's a bit wonky there though, so let's have a look at this one. Press L on there. As you can see, it's not straight. I think this is that part. If you click on these two arrows... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, let's not do the 2 arrow thing. Try and figure it out. If I select these parts and move them, yeah, that's the top part. So you can see it's not a straight line. So I'm going to try and select that, rotate it, move it up to parallel with this. Rotate. Oh, I didn't press G to move it and R to rotate, by the way. So you can see that's much straighter on the top of there now. Kind of looks like it goes down across. For these parts, how can I do this? I'll select this part, move it. That's not that part, it's down here. I need to select all of these, I think. No, I'm not going to fuck with that. I'm not going to fuck with that. I'm happy where that is right now. It's going across. I kind of want to change the scale of it though, so I'm going to select it all. I'm going to make all this inside part. In fact, no, not that part. I'm going to make the rest of it green. Just to add a little bit of accent colour to this. I'm going to make this part in there green as well. So, with all that selected, I can just scale bigger. It'll make the text smaller. And I'm going to just position it. So I'm happy with how it looks on this side of the screen. Oh, I missed the bloody part there. So I'm going to undo and press L there. And there. So I've got... Oh, Jesus. There's more. It's just everywhere. It's just fucking everywhere. Select it all, scale, make it bigger, sorry. Like so. I'm going to put it there. See, so that's how you can make the direction of this go where you want it to go. This part here is too big, so I'm going to go back into edit mode. By the way, to toggle to object mode and edit mode, it's a tab key. I'm going to press L on there. And this part as well, because I think they're connected. Yeah, they are. So there's them 2 parts. Where else is it big? Here. And that bit. And that bit. And more on this side as well. Fuck me, dude. I'll do that separately, because it's going the opposite direction. I'm going to select all that. Scale it up. Make it a little bit bigger. Randomize the position. About there. So there's that so far. And let's fix this side as well. Tab L on there, L on there. Where else is it going the wrong way? That's going to go green, so I don't worry too much about that part. This part up here should have been... Oh no, wait, it's a different part of the gun, that's why. My bad. Select there as well. And select that as well. You can draw a box around the parts you want to select, by the way. You don't have to L select them. I'm going to leave all that inside there green. Do there as well. So, they're all going the wrong way, so I want to do it that way, I believe, and scale them up. Oh, scale them bigger. How does that look? It's a little bit better, isn't it? I think. Let's take these parts. I'm going to go back to shading now and select the parts I want to make green. So tab to edit mode. Put L on there. I want to select all of that one, all of that one, all of that one, all of that one. I want to select these little bits in here as well. Oh, it's going to be awkward, that part. There you go. Come on. Selecty. L. 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 I just hope this video isn't another L. I've tried to record this video many times. I want to show you the full process. I could just show you how to rotate it and leave it at that, but I want to show you the start to finish. L L L L L L L L. Boom. And plus, I want to see some of these Matrix guns in some servers. I love them, and I just can't be asked to make them all. So I want to see what kind of other things you guys can come up with. Now you know how to do this with animated textures. I will eventually, by the way, guys, to show you how to make an actual video on the side of the gun. So let's say if you got like a video of lightning bolts or something like that, I'll show you how to put that on the side of a gun or side of clothing and stuff like that. Because I know it's possible. I've just not really delved into it because I do all my textures in nodes and stuff like that. I'm weirdo. I'm like set in my ways. So I've got to learn new things so I can teach you guys new things as well. Do you know what I mean? So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that video as well, because literally this channel is just going to be tutorials on reskinning objects. Maybe eventually how to make objects, because I've got a really good idea for a mod that I've not quite seen yet. I've seen something similar, but not to the potential that I want to make it. So when I do that, I just said do. When I do that, I will make the video on it and show you guys how fucking cool it is, because I think it's going to be awesome. And I'll do these parts green as well, fuck it. Because they're so finicky, you can't really see the text on them bits anyway, can you? What's on this side? A switch? It is a switch, in it. I should probably go into that mode. That's much better. It's a lot less confusing now. You can see what the hell I'm selecting. I've got all the animations and stuff. I'm selecting all the inside of this. I'm probably going to miss some parts. I should probably so I mean my projects that I do, they take a long time. It makes me not want to make videos because I don't think anyone wants to sit and watch me skin something for an hour, because there's only so much I can teach, and then the rest of it's just you watching me do my thing, where I'm pretty sure you'd rather be out there doing your own thing, make your own designs, but just me show you the tips. So if you want to see full length videos, like of me just going ape shit on the texture design, and you would actually sit and watch them for however long they are, whether it be an hour, 2 hours, if you'd actually sit and watch that and listen to me ramble bullshit the whole time, let me know in the comments, because then I'll actually make them, because I don't think anybody would want to watch that kind of stuff. I know I would. Like, I do it all the fucking time. I always learn stuff that's 5 hours long or so. But I don't know. I don't know if anybody out there is as sad as me on YouTube. I'm not saying you're sad if you do that, by the way. I'm on the same fucking boat as you. Don't worry, don't get offended. I can't believe I have to say that. Oh, I can't believe I have to say don't get offended. I love you all. Really, I love you. Oh, there's bits up here that I want to select. These little knobbly bits up here. Switch there. Fuck me. Why did I do this one? Shit. Control Z. Fucking. Is that part of the same object? What the fuck is it? Oh, it is a part of the same object. I thought I was losing my fucking mind. Oh dear. Should I go full shebang on this motherfucker, or should I just stop now? Quit while I'm ahead. Because I bet I've lost a few customers. Customers? That's rude. I bet I've lost a few viewers. But potential customers, if you're looking into buying the products, I guess. I don't know, I feel bad taking money. But at the minute it's my job, so I've got to. Unfortunately. Do that. And I said I was doing this bit in here as well, didn't I? Fuck. I don't know what part of that to select and what part not to select. Because if I select that... Oh, I didn't do the whole loop. It's perfect. I thought I was going to select the whole loop. To the back of the buttstock as well. Do a couple of these bits at the front so it doesn't look so heavy on the fucking matrix up here. Wait, hang on. We'll go to side view. Go to x-ray mode. Should be able to select that whole top chunk there. And then deselect the parts I don't want. Like this part, yeah. Don't want to select that. Don't want to select that one either, I don't think. I'll see in a minute. Go back into model mode. Perfect. What's on the other side? Let me check. Perfect. And I'll do the same for the very front of this gun. So loop select, loop select. Oh god. Loop, loop, loop. And then X-ray, side view, select all. Perfect. Should I do one of these? Should I do this ring here as well? Okay, may as well. I already decided. And I need to select this thing. Oh, that's pretty easy actually. I thought it was gonna be harder than that. Right, that's enough. That's enough. So I'm gonna click on base, and then tab out of edit mode, tab back into edit mode if it doesn't select it, and apply to selected. Go back here, and it's currently a blue. I don't want blue. I want to change that to green. So I'm gonna go to materials, select the base. Where is it? There we go. And then colors. Oh, the matrix green, but a bit darker. So, and it doesn't really matter too much about the shininess because I'm not baking out the SMDI or the normal. It's just going to be. I think that looks alright, doesn't it? So I'm gonna start baking this out real quick. Animator panel. I need to open up the config actually from that VSS. So I'm going to show you the process of getting it into the game now as well. So DayZ, or DayZ should I say, weapons, firearms, VSS, config, and cancel all that. I'm going to copy these two. So, oh wait, I'll copy it in the quotes. It needs to be in the quotes. It's like this, comma, and then this one. So these are required add-ons, just so it lets you bake it out. And we don't want base, because as you can see, this is the scope 0. So in my text editor, I can minimize this. If you can't minimize it, you just scroll down till you see the next class. Because right, let me explain this actually real quick. So this is the class name, and this is what it's referencing. So it's basically saying, this has already been configured by DayZ, the rifle base, but we're going to make something called VSS base. We're going to take all the data from the rifle base, but we're changing these values to it. So we're going to change the absorbency because it's different to the rifle base. So if it's scope 0, this you can't spawn it in. So you got to go to the next one, which is VSS. And as you can see, VSS copies everything that VSS base said, but it changes the scope, it changes the display name, the model, the attachments, and all this shit. So what we want to do, we want to copy this one and put it into the original class name. And we're going to set our new class name, like this is the new class name for this one. So I'm going to call this one VSS underscore matrix, because you can't have spaces. And I'm going to put this one in matrix underscore test. So this mod folder name is basically in your P drive, when you create your mods. Like I've got like mod folders and stuff like this. This is like your PBOs and stuff. So I'm going to make a new one called matrix test, and that'll be the mod name. And obviously this is where the credits and stuff go for the mod. So I'm going to obviously put my name in there. You put your own name. And that says Phlanka, not Phlanka. And item display name VSS matrix. I'll say I'll put by Phlanka in nowhere. It's already there. I can't be asked. And it's a CFG weapon. If you hover over this, it explains, I believe. Have I broke it? Okay, so CFG weapons is, well, you can get that from the config, my bad. So as you can see, CFG weapons is here. And that's what these classes are in. That's what the guns are inside of. But if I minimize weapons, it don't work on this config, but other configs has like magazines or vehicles. Like clothing is usually under CFG vehicles. So like that, and then it'll be the name of the vest or something like that, clothing item. So for me, this is a gun, so I'm doing vehicles. Weapons, sorry, my brain. And then item description, VSS, matrix. I'll put it in here by Phlanka. Fuck it. And hidden selections, we've got Zibitech. And if this up here doesn't say the name of the hidden selection, it just says like the color from when you've used the cleanup tool. This button down here, you select the model, select this, and it'll find the material, the hidden selection name for you. So let's go back to this panel. If I add hidden selection, we know it's Zibitech as the model. And also I'm going to put that as the name. So You can have the model as whatever the fuck you want to call this model, by the way. I just like to name the model what the hidden selection is, so it's easier for organization and figuring out what the fuck is going on. And also, for animations, this little boomerang, if you look at it, it goes one direction and the other way. It just boomerangs. So if you have like an animation of a texture that doesn't smoothly merge from the last frame to the first frame, you can select boomerang and it'll animate in and out of it. But for this one, it's configured to run perfectly smooth all the way through. So like I said, I'm going to do the color animations. I don't need alpha because there's no transparency on this. And if I go to advanced render settings, because I said I'm using the no HQ and the SMDI from the original gun, I'm going to use custom no HQ and use custom SMDI. Then back in the config. Wait, did I not have the folder open? Must have closed it. Oh, there it is. Right, so if we go to data and go to the VSS RV map, because we're fucking with the VSS, right? VSS RV map. You can see we have the texture for the no HQ. So everything in between the quotes, you want to copy that and paste that in the no HQ. We're going to do the same for the SMDI, which is this one, SMDI. And if you want it to match perfectly, you can get the Fresnel like this and use custom Fresnel, and I'll use custom specular power and custom specular, and we're going to get them from this up here. So specular power is 70 and the specular is just 1 all the way across. So 1, 1, 1. Specular power 70. And I think that's everything. There's no ambient shadows on this model, is there? No ambient shadows now. And the environment is a land one, so that's perfect. So this will make as a mod now. I'm going to click generate, and it's going to generate me 30 images, so it could take a little while. I'm going to set this to... Yeah, I'm going to leave it at 2K, but I'm going to set the render time down to about 10 seconds. No, not even that. I'll do 5 seconds, so it's tried to make it a little bit quicker. Because what this will do is for every image, so for every... Right, let me explain this. Hidden selection, because this has 2 materials on it, like this, it'll go through that one hidden selection. It will take 5 seconds to render that one, 5 seconds to render that one. Obviously, the more materials you have, it'll be 5 seconds per material, which is this render time here. But if you want, like, if you're getting like really horrible looking textures and it's not quite right, you could change the resolution to 2K or 4K if you can handle 4K, and turn the render time up. Because the longer you render something, especially normal maps, like the no HQ map, the longer you render that, the better it looks in game. So I'm going to generate this anyway. Let me save first. Save. Always save before you generate because it might bug out. So I'm going to generate, and this might make me lag a little bit, but let's open up the P drive, and I've already forgot what I called it. Matrix, was it? Matrix test. Go to VSS matrix. You can see it's generating the images now as it goes. Oh shit, wait, I might have fucked up. Yeah, so I fucked up on this. I'll show you how to fix it in just a moment, guys. So once I can't wait for all 15 frames to render. I'll pause because you can't stop this halfway through once it's started. So I'm going to pause this and I'll be back when these is finished rendering. Okay, so that did finish rendering. And I'm going to show you where I fucked up real quick. So if I go back to Blender and I go back to this triangle thing, you'll see that we're actively rendering the matrix one. We need to change it back to the original one by clicking on that camera there, and just double check by clicking on that. And now when we bake it out again, this should bake out correctly, the correct UV. So if I go to, 1 second, where was it? I'm going to double check the material as well. Make sure that UV is set to matrix. Yeah, that's correctly set to matrix, so it's fine. And we'll try and bake that again. Don't change no settings if you've already configured them. Hit generate. It says class folder VSS matrix already exists, so you can't regenerate the class name because we've already got these files here. So I can go back to matrix test and delete VSS matrix, and there will be a script file as well inside of 4World, I believe. Yeah, we'll delete that as well. Okay, so now we can go back to baking this, generate mod, and let's just see what the folders look like. The images, I mean, sorry. I'll zoom in real quick so I can see. Takes a little while. Refresh. Oh, they were baking. It's just, you can see they're more mapped out correctly now. like to the directions of the model and stuff. This should be perfect. And we've got the emission layer as well. So as you can see, these are the only bits that will glow on the model at night time. And I'm not too sure what the emission strength is set to. So if I go to Zibitech 0. Yeah, the emissives are set to 0, which I fucked up on. I didn't set that correctly. Oh, I know why it did that. It's because it goes through each of the frames, each of the textures, and it'll be the last texture on the model. You'll get the emission strength off of that node. So for this, I'm going to have to manually change the emission strength, which could be tedious if you don't have a good text editor, but you can do it in Notepad, you can do it in other things as well. And I'm hoping what I'm saying right now isn't lagging because of generating these images. Let me have a look what we're on. We're on number 10 at the minute. So we are getting there slowly. Refresh. 11. It'll go up to 14 because the first frame is 0. Now it'll go up to 14 for the 15th frame. Let's do that again. Refresh. Refresh. Come on. And it's finished. Also, you can see the button's no longer blue. That means it has finished. So if I go to this folder here, copy, I'm going to select this as well. And in my editor, I can go to find in files, I believe. Find in files. And I select the folder on here. So add folder. And it's already got the matrix folder selected, so I do that. And I search for this, emissive. And then I replace it with emissive, and I'll set these all to 1. So 1, 1, 1, 1. Like that. So I'll go for replace. It says 24 occurrences across 24 files. Replace. And that is complete now. So these are all saved, I believe. I've got to save all the files first. So I'll go to File, Save All. And that's a different file. I don't have to worry about that one. Do I just save them as I go? Save, close. Save, close. Fuck me. This is long. It's because I don't close my files like a dickhead. I'm sorry. But I've got so many files open in this text editor. This is Sublime, by the way, which you do have to pay for, or you can look on Google. There's a way to get the notification to stop popping up about buying it. I'm not condoning it. Just I don't see why I'd pay for a text editor. And the last one, 0. There we go. Right, so these, let me just open that and double check. Yes. So I can close that now, and I can crunch this mod. So let's go to PBO project and select the source folder as the mod folder name, which we add as matrix test up here. So you just select the matrix test. Where are we at? Where are we at? LMNOP. LM. There we go. Right, I'm not going to sign the PBO, and I'm going to crunch it. And this should add it to my server pack. I've already got this all set up. There we go. That's done already? That can't be done. Did it compress my PNGs to PAAs? It did indeed. That was very fast. Okay, so because I've got everything set up now, I can just launch my test server like so. And the matrix, the class is VSS_matrix when we get into game. So let me load DayZ up. Wait, what was that about? It's got an error. I think it's because I already had DayZ open. Oh, fuck off. Library. Play. Today, that one obviously. Why does it have save data when your servers are online? I don't understand that. So let me unload all the mods. Unload all. Servers. That's my test server. We can go to LAN. We want to do it that way. So mods and join. And then I'll show you this gun. Hopefully working first try. No cuts. One take, as the rappers say. I did it all in one take. And I've got it at 1080p like a dickhead. I was trying to get more frames earlier when I was playing some PvP. And I can't do PvP, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can texture, can't PvP. Don't ask me to help you defend your base or anything. That's not gonna work. I'll just end up losing all your jugs and stuff. Come on. I'm gonna have to turn my settings up to at least 1440p of like extreme, just so you can see it at its full potential, because it will look like mashed potato at the minute. Should have thought this through before I started recording, loading the game. I'm still fucking recording. I'm still talking. I know. Bloody hell, I didn't even think. Yes, I am. Thank God. Oof, scared me. Okay, so exit, options, video, extreme, 1440. There we go. Oh, looks beautiful. Right. And Y object spawner BSS underscore matrix. You'll see it's blinking. That's just loading frames in. I'll spawn on myself. Load. Take this fucking jog off so not so bright. And take all the attachments off that shit. Jesus. There you go. So there's the matrix gun, and if I turn it to nighttime, wait, I'll show you this first, like this. As you can see, it's got all the original textures off of the original gun. You could customize these textures yourself, but it's much easier to use the original ones. So that's not alt tab. Wait, why is it doing this? Oh my god, display capture. What's it doing? Do I need to add a game capture? I think I do. I need to add a game. Display game capture. DayZ.exe. I don't know what .exe, but it's okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now you can see it. We'll go back to DayZ. You can see as it's got the original bumps and stuff, the original shine from the gun. And that's pretty cool like this. Let's change it to nighttime now. So weather, night. You can see it's glowing as well, look. So that long process is how I can get a really cool matrix gun in game. That actually looks pretty fucking cool. I've got a nightlight on this server as well. I'll put it down and see how glowy it is. It's not crazy, but it's cool. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoy. If this video helped you, by the way, make sure you hit that like button. And if you get stuck with anything, join the Discord. The Discord will be in the description. And if you want to look at any of these tools, they're on Phlanka.com, like my username.com, basically on YouTube. And that's awfully loud. So the tools are on there, but I recommend watching my other videos first so you understand what the tools are. I don't really have a promotional video to explain what the tools are. I just have a lot of tutorials on how to use the tools. So that's how you do it anyway, guys. I don't know how to sign off on videos, so like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.